Here's the document. As you can see, as it's stated. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. So this is the shape update of this week. Looking pretty solid. There's a lot of things that changed during 1 week. 1 week, folks. As you know, we had to drop calories significantly to a point that I was freaking hungry and I had to save so many carbs, so I had no idea. And let me put on my shirt. Eventually it paid off. In the beginning of the week, my weight was actually quite, drop a little bit, then it was going up again, and I was like, oh no, screw this. Because if we are going to go up again in weight, we eventually probably have to eat less again, with 170 carbs, man. But eventually my weight kept dropping, and today was a new low. 79.1 kilograms. Finally, we did see a huge move in just 1 week. You rather want to be fast in the beginning instead of you going through the end of prep and still have to figure out how to lose as much as possible within the least amount of time, endangering the fact that you're going to lose muscle mass because of it. Trainings are great again. I can train a little bit less high reps now, and the pumps are amazing. The training split though is just 5 days with muscle being trained 1 time per week. However, there's a lot of volume in that one workout. So for instance, arms, we're doing like 10 different exercises or something, probably even more, to get a big chunk of volume in that session, and truly had amazing pumps because of that. I'm very glad with the improvements of the shape, and this is actually the first time during this prep I am saying that, all right, we are moving towards the right direction. You can see it in the gym, you can feel it, you can see more veins, the body is working synergistically again instead of, counter-fighting, dropping weight, dropping body fat, stuff like that. All is now in congruence with each other. The funny thing is, Cliff Wilson said, well, Rico, yes, you built a lot of muscle mass. That's what I can see from the 4 months lean bulk, and of course all the time before that. But those 4 months were pure focus with N1 to get the most bang of time and results in least amount of time. However, we want to still get back to 67.5 kilos. And I was like, how are you going to explain that? And he said, well, you are probably looking much different at 67 now than you was before. I personally think that my stage weight will be around 70, maybe 71 if I'm lucky. But we have to see, folks, because this is the first time I know Cliff is going to get us diced, much more diced than I was before. And after that, we are going to load the amount of carbohydrates, load everything, the body, with all the glycogen into the muscles and fill it out correctly. Eventually, that combination together, I will look at least heavier on that stage. At least the veins are now coming through the shirt. So that's a good thing. I love that stuff. Alright, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So today we are now heading to the office. We also visit Fox Gym, and he saw my post that I was at FIBO looking at Prime, and that works currently under the hood of Staff's Fitness in the UK. But this person is actually in conversation with Prime to be the distributor of Prime in the Netherlands. He contacted me, he said, hey, listen, if we can get this done, what will eventually happen is that it's gonna save you a lot in terms of import costs, clearing costs, all that stuff. I'm just gonna visit him to see what he's going to offer. Probably he still needs to get the contract with Prime. However, they're going to make a big order with them to show some goodwill, to have a good relationship together. So if we can get the order together, it's a bigger order for Prime, which eventually boosts the goodwill of that order. I received today, as you could have seen couple of months ago when I was finishing the day with the WMBF, where I was getting tested out of a sudden, the drugs test, and the results came in. I'm going to show you how that looks. We have passed the drugs test. But you never know, once you've taken freaking pre-workout with a hidden ingredient in that, you can actually fail that test, and that's problematic with a lot of athletes failing that test. So that's always what you want to prevent. Alrighty lads, we are home. Came back also from the appointment that we had for the Prime Fitness equipment. Everything looked good in terms of, you know, how we're going to do it, what the benefits are and stuff like that. There are a couple of guys that we're going to combine the order with to bump up the order value eventually and get Prime over to the Netherlands. So that's good stuff. It's a huge benefit to us because you guys in the USA, if it needs to go to the UK first from the USA, we're paying eventually the clearing costs and all that. But eventually when it goes from the UK to the Netherlands, it again goes clearing costs on top of that. So 2 times the clearing cost, which is a little bit crazy to have the best. I'm willing to do that though, if there wasn't another option. Eventually, this guy contacted me. So yeah, good conversation. Alrighty folks, so here's the document. As you can see, as it's stated, negative. It's negative, bro. So that's good stuff. There are multiple things that they were looking at. As you can see, the compounds. There's a lot of them that they're testing. And on the back side also. So yeah, we have passed the test. Great stuff. On to the show.